right, fellas, we are back. We are back. All right. Almost done with this Heister leveling up right now. Let's get some music jumping off real quick. And then, yeah, do this shit. All right. Made a bunch of money off of doing those voyages. I like that league mechanic. I think it's pretty good. I think people shitting all over it are just doing it wrong. And people are trying to like say it wasn't good. Like, okay, I guess if you don't like making like 5 divines and scarabs every time you run a voyage, you run like, I don't know, fucking 10 of those things an hour probably. Now we're back, baby, with Impending Doom. Let's go. I like this build. What's up, Micah? How you doing, man? I like this build a lot, actually. This is one of my favorite builds to play in the game, by the way, just so you guys know. I don't know what it is, dude, but it's just a lot of fun. I wish that this worked well in Path of Exile 2 without just $1 billion in investment. You need to be a billionaire in Path of Exile 2 to make this build work, unfortunately. Impending Doom. It's actually, it's a lot more, it sounds a lot more complicated than it actually is. So essentially what you're doing is you are using the curse limit. So Impending Doom does Doom Blast whenever the hex skill ends, whenever its duration ends. And then you're using this Vixen's Entrapment to apply multiple curses just under your curse limit so that it rewrites the curses. You should have a total of 3 curses when you're doing this. And then when you, so you use this, it applies multiple curses, overwrites them so that one gets removed and triggers the Doom Blast. And it goes in order of socket. So Punishment, Enfeeble, and then Despair is the one that gets taken off. I think that's the way it works, if I'm not mistaken. So and then it does like Doom Blast. It's just really fun, dude. I don't know, I really like it. It's a beast too, dude. It's like you can get this thing up to doing like 40, 50 million DPS, I think, probably higher, with like really super high investment. I want to make it on an Ascendant. That's what I want to play it. I want to play it on a Scion. Because you can leverage all the AoE, because you want big AoE when you're playing this build, because the I don't know, did Doom Blast get bugged? That's a good question. Let's see. Damn, they did a gang of hotfixes already, huh? No, Doom Blast did not get buffed. No, it didn't get buffed at all. Damn, that's crazy. Why are they hating, man? I don't know. I think it's, to me, it's one of the more fun builds to play, just because it's like, it's not super complicated to set up, but it's a little bit complex, like the interaction. And you got a few breakpoints to really make the build crack off. Like, you see how the circles are forming right there? Watch. Let me show you something. So watch when I do the curse. Do you see how it's 1, 2, 3? You want this first and third circles to be touching each other. That's how you get like a big pop from the Doom Blast. It's like a shotgunning effect. So you get overlapping curse circles. So you see it's very close to touching. So as long as those two circles hit the hitbox, you'll get the dual overlapping of the Doom Blast. But it does really, really solid poison damage, dude. It's a good build. I want to try to make it on something different though, like a different ascendancy. I don't know. You could make it on anything as long as it starts on like the right side, top side of the tree. But I think it's probably best played on an occultist. But I feel like the Ascendant has, because you start from the center of the tree, and while that's not really good all the time, you can leverage the center of the tree, and you get so many jewel slots right there. I'm pretty sure that you have AoE there, too. You use, like, a unnatural instinct or something. No, this is just leveling purposes. We're not going to be using this for heist. Try to get a little bit more mana reservation efficiency, and then what we'll probably end up doing is doing something like just going like spell suppression. Probably end up doing well, I don't know. Because we're going to be speccing into a bunch of flask stuff anyway, so I might as well just go for the flask stuff. Might be worth it. Alright, let's go finish this out. We're almost done. And then we'll end up doing... Let me see if people are advertising right now on the trade. See if they're advertising 5-ways or not. Because we'll probably hop into a 5-way. Level this up quick, and then we'll be in heist. So just remember, dude, when you guys are like making a heist build, all you really want to do is just get something that moves very fast and is tanky and can run through traps. That's really it. Like the damage part is just something that I prefer to do. You could seriously just use deflex, like Void Spear. You could use Frost Wall, use shit like that. It's not a problem. Like you don't have to do damage. You just want something that moves fast. But you could definitely take something like this into there if you just spec more into movement speed. The Heist Runner is just something that has, you know, 400, 500% plus movement speed. But if you just have a build with shield charge, I mean, technically it'll work. Or like fast, like really fast cast rate and Frostblink and Wintry Blast. You could do that too. My girlfriend is about to do the trial of the Sekimas in PoE 2. She's never played an ARPG before, and she's now at the trial. How do you guys think this is going to go? Just out of curiosity. Think she's going to nail it first try? She does pick up on the game pretty quickly, actually. But Path of Exile 2 is her first ARPG. Yeah, we need more mana res efficiency. Let's see real quick. I want to see if we missed any passives. Dweller, Maroon, Way Forward, Through Sacred, Dominable. Okay, I think we got every single one of them. Except for... we got to get this last one over here with the Storm Feather. Yeah, we lagging out or what? All right. Ultimately, you want to play this build with a Forbidden Shaco, and you want to get like something like Impending Doom, Spell Cascade, something like that on the Shaco. I like using this Foulborn Dodre Scorn though. It's pretty cool. You just don't get the extra support gem on it. That's the only problem. Almost there. Last act is very quick. There it is. Probably go for more probably go for some more evasion. Build feels really good actually. I'm surprised. Alright, I'm surprised it doesn't feel super, whatchamacallit, super squishy. Probably get more max life. We're gonna go into maps. We get a better wand here in a second too. Try not to spend too much on this build because I'm just using it to level up, but definitely going to want to jump into like a 5-way. I'm pretty sure people are still doing 5-ways. At least they're advertising it on TFT. I haven't seen any pop up in the trade though, which is kind of strange. Normally you see them by now. I thought maybe they like changed Legion or something to where they wouldn't be able to do them anymore. I haven't jumped into Legion, so I don't even know what the changes even look like. There it is. We gotta add another. I gotta add another aura here somehow too. I wonder what else I could put in the build. Maybe do like cast when damage taken or something. Or better yet, I think what I can do is do like automate something like a Mortal Call. Because cast when damage taken doesn't work very well on an evasion character. Kind of defeats the purpose. At least I think it negates the purpose. I don't know. I don't play too many evasion characters in this game. I usually only play like energy shield or armor. I'm not a huge evasion enjoyer. But I don't believe that if you evade the hit, you're not taking any damage. I don't know. It probably would work. Alright, we're off, guys. We're off to the end. Let's see, what is our resistances looking like right now? What are we going to get clipped with? I need to put skittering runes on this amulet too. I gotta get this golem to stay alive. Jesus. What's up, Bill? Yeah, I'm having a great day, man. Thanks. Hope you're having a good day, too. Oh, dude, I can't believe I missed this crafting recipe. What? I thought I grabbed this shit. Serious? That's crazy. I could have sworn I grabbed that before. Guess not. Interesting. Oh, shit. Oh. All right, guys, we're confirmed, baby. Octavian's coming on the fucking podcast, dude. Look at that. Holy shit. All right, I got to figure out this. Hold on, I got to figure this shit out real quick. I got to respond to this real fast. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Perfect. Yes, that couldn't be more perfect. Haha, yes. All right. All right, guys, hold up. I just got to respond to this email real quick. I'm fucking excited, dude. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be so cool for my channel, man. That's huge. Awesome, guys. Confirmed. 2 p.m. Wednesday. Sick, guys. So we are getting an interview with the game designer for Path of Exile 1. Just so you guys know, that is fucking huge, dude. So big. I'm so excited right now. You have no idea. That's crazy. It's like the craziest thing that's ever happened to me doing this content thing ever. It's cool. That's gonna be so big, man. Hold on, I gotta tell my girlfriend real quick. That's pretty fucking sweet, dude. Cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions or anything that you want as far as from like a build perspective, anything you guys want me to touch on, I've already submitted like a formatted list of questions, but I'm sure we can squeeze other stuff in. Just like the conversation is probably going to deviate in a million different directions. Path of Exile is a very complex game. So if you guys have any, from a build maker's perspective, any questions that you want asked, let me know. I was thinking about doing it, but the thing is I already submitted a list of questions that I'm going to ask. So I didn't want to like get like a bunch of different opposite questions, but like, I just want to know like, because I'm asking sort of generalized questions. So I'm assuming that the conversation is going to go in a certain way, right? But there's always going to be things to touch on. Like it'd be like, oh, well, what about this? Or hey, well, what about this in this category that we've already laid out? So I don't know. I just kind of wanted to get an idea of what questions people have to ask for build creation from the developer. But I think I have a really good list of questions, dude. My questions are pretty solid, actually. I've been doing this podcast for a little while now, so I kind of know... I kind of have an idea of what questions people get hung up on. Is just as far as like making your own builds. Yeah, I'm fucking excited for it, dude. It's so cool. I did not think. I thought. I thought for some reason that they might have made a mistake and they just didn't look at how small my channel was. But I was up front with them. I told them right out the gate, I only have a few thousand subscribers on YouTube, so it's not like this is not going to be going out to like a massive audience. But sometimes my podcasts get up there, dude. Some of them get like 10,000 views. So I mean, and plus it'll serve as an archive for like newer players coming in too, you know, and that's good. Because their whole thing was they want to like lower the barrier to entry for Path of Exile 1 for new players. So that'll be the whole goal of the podcast, is to try to like decipher some of that stuff so people can kind of come in and have a better idea of how to put together builds on their own. I'm also having a a new overlay made for me for my podcast, so it's going to look a little bit more professional. Well, it's kind of that questions like that are already in the questions list. I wanted to ask him like just like what is I want to ask like a lot. This is what I want to know from him. What does he see a lot of new players making mistakes on? Because that's going to give me a better idea too of what I need to focus on for the podcast just in general. And then we can kind of dive into like those things, because those are the things that like if you, it's like a common mistake for new players to make when they're trying to like put together their own builds, because we want to get people away from following relying so heavily on build guides, because that kind of makes the game a little bit less fun, I'm assuming, for a lot of people. I obviously didn't mind it. I did it for a couple of years before I really started putting my own builds together, but I'm assuming that's, from a development standpoint, I'm assuming you would want people to move away from that just in general. Oh shit. I never know why I'm so bad at this fight. I fought Kitaba maybe like 200, 300 times maybe. And for some reason, I'm pretty bad at this boss fight. Other boss fights in this game I'm actually really good at. This one I'm really not that great at. I always stand on that thing where he raises the floor and it pops up. I always stand on those circles. See, I almost did it again. Oh shit! I forgot. I should have gone and run the. I should have gone and run the lab before I did this. Oh well. All right, there we go. We're done, guys. That's it. Cool. They're gonna promote it on. Damn, that's crazy, bro. I'm gonna get fucking reach on this shit. God damn. They're gonna be putting it on their socials too. That's sick. I should probably do this one live, huh, guys? Should do this one live on Twitch, huh? Yeah, well, the thing is like you got to think from their standpoint as a company, though. Like if they want, if they're gonna have their developer take an hour out of his day to go do an interview, you'd probably want it to get out to as many people as possible. They'll help do that. I'm sure that they will. I mean, she just emailed me right now and said that they're going to promote it on their socials too. So that's going to be huge, dude. It's fucking awesome. I should probably do it live, drive some traffic to the Twitch channel too, I'm assuming, right? That'd probably be the smart move. I don't like doing these interviews live, man, but fuck it, right? Why not? Yeah, man. We'll do it live then. We'll do it live on Twitch. Why not? All the errors and shit that happened, dude, with Discord and shit. That's why I don't like doing it live. It has nothing to do with me doing the podcast or doing the podcast live at all. It's not like I get more nervous or something. It's not like that. It's just that there's all this shit that always happens with Discord. It just makes it so unpredictable. So I like to edit that shit out. Because if you guys really saw what the podcast looked like unedited a lot of the times, it's like the overlay disappears sometimes. Like there's shit because I'm like pulling shit up on the other monitor to like put it on the screen share. And I don't know, it just gets finicky sometimes. You know what I mean? So I just don't like to do it live for that reason, but who cares? This is not a professional operation. This is an amateur operation. Everybody can just deal with it. All right. We need... I need to get a better ring. Let's see what our res at. Let's see. What's a res at without? Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do now. Okay. Probably just go for spell suppression, but I also need to get... I need to get more max life first, and then I'll get spell suppression afterwards. Let's try to get a better ring. I'll probably just get a ruby ring to... Or wait, do I need a ruby or a sapphire? No, I need sapphire. Yeah, I'm way over capped on fire resistance. See, I want to avoid spending any more than I have to. I just don't want to lose cold resistance. I can probably get I can get like font of what's that shield called again? That font shield that gives you damage taken as. Okay. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just get a better belt. That's what I can do. All right, let's do that. Belts are always a lot cheaper. I need something like a heavy belt though. Or actually no, we can get something like this. This will be fine for now. And then we'll go run this we'll run this try. Damn, this is the only item this guy has for sale? Jesus. Yeah, because we're not taking we don't even need the fuck. I knew I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Okay. And we're trapped. We'll just get a heavy belt. Okay, there we go. I need to get some more energy shield on here, I think. All right, let's go run this trial now. This Merc Lab done. Yo, what up, Sonic? I just got my interview with Octavian confirmed for Wednesday. So we're doing a very, very special episode of the podcast coming up this Wednesday. Probably gonna end up doing it live on Twitch. Yeah, it should be, dude. He's the guy that makes the game now. The lead designer. Hopefully I will be able to get some really good insights from him, because he was an OG creator before he even worked there, if I'm not mistaken. See, I was late to the game, dude. Like, I started relatively late. Yeah. They seem to do that a lot, which is really fucking cool, dude. Like, they hired, yeah, man, for real. For real, for real. Oh, nice. Yeah, hell yeah, it's huge. That's fucking awesome. That's like, dude, that's the equivalent of hitting the lottery, dude, on in PoE content creation. Very fucking cool, dude. See, I knew that starting this podcast was a very good idea. Because nobody was, I was trying to reach out to other creators at first to seeing if they wanted to collaborate, but I didn't have any, like, following yet. So there was nobody who was trying to collaborate with me. So I just decided to do it myself. And it's actually grown as something pretty decent for being a small channel. Hell yeah, it'll up my visibility. Hell yeah, it sure will. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's hard, dude. You get drowned out. You get drowned out really, really bad, dude. For like, we just make like a gaming channel. The market's so saturated. It's so hard to get like any kind of views, dude. There's like a million fucking gaming channels out there, you know? Nice, dude. Good job. Good job, Sonic. It's better that way, in my opinion. Nice. Yeah, they were the Ralakesh boots, man. Those things were so expensive when I bought them. How cheap are they now? Dude, I spent like 70 divines on these boots. That's so funny. All right, sick. Let me get to this email real quick. Let me accept this friend request real quick. There it is. All right, guys, we are in there like swimwear, dude. That's so funny. So all it took was Fub Gun just to switch builds, and it completely dropped the price on all the items for my build. What the fuck, dude? Is the what's the badge of the Brotherhood now? Is it the same thing? Hold on. This is the one thing I was missing for the entire for the build. Let's see. No, this one's still really expensive. Holy shit. From now on, dude, I'm gonna make sure before I even put out my League Start video what he's playing. I'm gonna double check, just make sure I don't do that again, because that was a nightmare. I had to field like 100,000 comments of people just being like, dude, you know how expensive this build's gonna be? I was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't know I needed to check with Daddy Fub Gun before I made my League Start video, but I guess I do. I want to get that dude on the podcast. I tried to get Rutu on, but he didn't want to come on. I think he didn't want to come on because I had Snoobay on, and I think they have beef. They have Path of Exile beef. I started playing my... When I started playing my own builds, no, I just try to... What I would do is, like, for that upcoming league, I would just... I would practice what I was going to league start before, and then I would try to do just like an SSF run by doing it that way. So just like, because I never play SSF, so that's the closest I can get to simulating league start. So I would always just try to make my own like starter. I was originally doing Wave of Conviction, Ignite, and that worked pretty well, and I would just spec into something else once I got into maps. But then I stumbled on doing the Ice Spear Miner. I really dig Ignite builds too. I like Ignites. Yeah, I think I'll ask Fob Gun, dude, if he'll come on. I'll message him on like Discord, or maybe I can like raid his channel or something and hit him up. I'm sure he'd do it. Dude, what the fuck just happened? Yo, 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 what just happened? Dude, did my mouse just die? Quit it, dude. Did it really? Hold up. That's crazy. I can't believe that just happened. Okay. I normally keep that thing really charged. That's crazy. I can't believe that happened. I usually have a backup mouse, but I left it in my room. Yeah, this is Impending Doom. This is a really fun build to play, dude. And it's actually really easy to make. It's not like a super complicated build to put together. You're using a kind of like a complicated interaction, but it's actually fairly simple to understand. Do you know how it's put together or no? I can explain it if you want. So basically what you're doing, so here, let me show you real quick. I'll break it down for you real fast. So if you look at Impending Doom, I hate how it automatically goes to PoE2 every single time. So if you look at Impending Doom, this will trigger Doom Blast when the hex ends, okay? So what you're doing is you're overriding your curse limit with this right here. So this is going to trigger a socketed curse spell when you cast a curse, okay? And you have Temporal Chains as your main curse. So when you cast this, it's also going to apply these curses right here. And since my curse limit is only 2, it's going to override one of the curses that's already on there. Yeah. So it overrides one of the curses, and it automatically ends it, triggers the Doom Blast. So you just want the amount of curses that are in here to be 1 more than your curse limit. I mean, my curse limit's 3, sorry. No, it's not random. So it goes like in the order that the gems are socketed in. So like, for instance, if you wanted punishment to be the one that's taken off, you would put it in this socket right here. At least that's the way I understand it, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. So despair is the one that's getting taken off. If I wanted to have the chaos res lower, then I would put despair in punishment spot, and you know, vice versa. And then you just spec all into like poison dot, chaos dot. It's a solid poison build. I hate these crossing levels, dude. They're so terrible. Okay, it went the wrong way. Dude, how did that even happen? I got rubber banded over the wall. There it is. Yeah, it was dude, this build is insane. Like, I'm surprised it's still not a meta build still. Yeah, Essence Drain Contagion is really fun too. Yeah, this build is actually gets way up there, dude, as far as DPS goes. I mean, you can make it, I think you can hit dot cap with it relatively easy. All right, now I can take off the withering totems too. Well, actually, I'll still keep them on to hit. Maybe I can hit full wither stacks. All right, let me see something real quick. Yeah, my mouse was dead. Holy shit, that's crazy. I could have sworn I just plugged it in. That's wild. Okay. We never get the good font. Ever get it. I've only gotten the font that gives you the exceptional gem once. I don't even know if you can get it in Merc Lab. I think I got it in Uber Lab. See, do I even have anything in here to put? Let's see. I put in this blaster ring, I guess. All right, guys. That's it. Let's see. Let's go take this thing into maps. We can go get some, oh, we gotta go talk to, or actually, let me double check this real quick. Okay, we're only missing Reflections and Terror and Valenta's Vengeance. Let's go get Valenta's Vengeance first. I'm probably gonna try to jump into a 5-way just to level this up faster. Cool. Hey, what's up, Viking? Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. I just got the news that I'm gonna have Octavian on the podcast this week, so that should be a really good episode for you guys. was like, dude, why isn't it letting me jump up there? Yeah, man, it'll be really cool. This is also going to help. I'll probably be able to get more people on the pod after this, I'm assuming. Because right now, it's like when I reach out to people, they're just like, who the fuck's this guy? They don't really know who I am. But once I get a little bit more visibility in the community, it'll be easier for me to get guests on the podcast. And I can start. I'm trying to do them every week, dude, but it's just so hard to do. I got some people saying they want to come on, then they don't show up. I got other people that just don't respond. But every now and again, I can schedule people. But I would like to schedule them once a week. Just do like a weekly podcast like this, just talking about build creation in both games, Path of Exile 1, Path of Exile 2. That would be ideal. Maybe I could see if somebody wants to do it with me. That'd be really cool. Do like maybe we, like, you know how like Palstron and Dreamcore have their POV report where they have like a guest on. It's just them. They're like host and co-host. That would be cool. Yeah, man. I'll get Rax back on. He's cool. He said you come on anytime. So that dude's super cool, man. Very cool guy. That was very nice of him to come on my podcast. His channel is fucking huge, dude. He's a big channel. He's got a wild story, dude. You know that dude just quit his job and just started streaming. He's just like, I'm gonna start streaming. He just quit his job, dude. Started streaming every day. Fucking crazy, dude. Takes balls of steel to do some shit like that. That's crazy. Like anything could happen, dude. You just end up homeless. You know what I mean? It's fucking nuts. He didn't have any. It wasn't like he was living with his parents or something. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I thought it was a good one. Yeah, he was doing he was like an actuary, I think, before. He's like a tax guy or something. He's doing something with either taxes or accounting. I can't remember what it was. He had some job in that realm. Dude, I mean, I have so much respect for anybody that just throws caution to the wind and chases what they like doing. Says, fuck it, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna make it work. Like that's like. Those are the coolest stories to me. I like seeing that kind of shit. Because who wants to be like tied down in a job, dude, where you're like, you know, I don't know. It's like, especially if you don't like your job. I don't know. I just like seeing stuff like that, dude. I don't like seeing these businesses, these corporations just beating people down for their whole entire life. It's kind of sad. It's inspiring, man, to see that shit. Hell yeah, dude. Are you really? Do you know I have my brown belt in jiu-jitsu, right? I competed all through my 20s. I had to quit because of injuries and stuff, but yeah, dude, I was really good. I trained under one of the Gracies, Carlos Gracie. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. What's your record right now? No, I'm not gonna get my what's up, man? I'm not gonna get my black belt, bro. I'm 42 now. I mean, I guess I could go back and get it, dude, but I have such extensive injuries. My back, my shoulder. I had a fucking crazy shoulder surgery. I don't know if you can see it, the scar right here. See how it's like there's part of it missing right there? You can see it. I had uh I got pretty fucked up, dude. I don't know, man. I would probably go back and get it, but it's just not worth it. I just don't heal the same way as I used to, man. If I get injured, I'd be out, like out. All right, let's see. Let's jump in here, man. What we got? 66. All right, we can jump into T1s. Trust me, bro. I would like to go back and get my black belt, but I just... Oh, I got to take out the void zones. I forgot. This is the one annoying part of this. This shit. Let's see. We got to put these in here. I could probably just do this, right? Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, you can just take them out like that. Yeah, we'll just run fields for now. We'll just do that. Wait, what? Oh, I got to take them all out? That's crazy. Okay. Forgot about that. Oh, shit. See, okay, never mind. You have to run it with the tier that they're on. Forgot about that shit. Just before, you used to be able to just get a tier 1 map and just run it from whatever map. 3-1 now. Nice. That's all good, man. You took it on short notice, dude. I wouldn't get down on yourself about it, to be honest with you, dude. That's still a really good record. That's awesome, man. Good for you. MMA is fucking hard, dude. A lot of people don't realize just how hard that shit is. Are you currently under a promotion, or are you just doing like amateur shit right now? Like amateur circuit? Yeah, dude. Yeah, that shit's rough. I bet, dude, I've spent like, So much time recovering. It's so crazy. Oh, we could probably run Blight with this, dude. That'd be really good. Holy shit. Nice. Well, good luck to you, man. I hope that shit takes off for you, dude. I really do. If you put in the work, man, I mean, you have a good shot. You really do. You just got to give it everything. You know, that's the only thing. That's the reason why people don't succeed in fighting. It's because, oh shit, I didn't see. Fuck, I got distracted. Sorry. It's just because they go halfway in, halfway out, dude. They're not. You know what I mean? That's why people don't succeed. We should be straight to go to tier 2 now. Yeah, that's going to be your that's going to be the biggest hurdle through your entire career, dude, is avoiding injuries. I probably would have gone. I would have gone further, 100% with it. I just got too hurt. Let's see. What can we run now? It's just an easy map to run. We do Summit, I guess. Oh no, that's tier 3. Let's do tier 3. Fuck it. We could probably do it. Whoops. All right, let's try to jump. I'm going to try to jump in a 5-way right now. Let's see if we can get on TFT and get a 5-way. Probably only a few divines. We have to get max chaos res though before we jump in it. Let's clear out this map. Crazy how fast you level in these maps when you're just getting into maps. And once you get to level 90, you're just like, whoa, slow down. Oh, and we got a hive too. Look at this shit. Okay, here we go. This will give us a lot of experience right here. We could just run these, I guess. Let's see. What else we got? We get more max life. The 3,500, you can do a 5-way pretty good as long as you have max res. You'll be able to survive it. I don't need these womb gifts. These are all low level ones. Let's see if we can survive this shit. Dude, A-list skills are pretty good. They do a lot of damage, dude. It's just crazy. I definitely need more energy shield. This shit gets expensive to cast, dude. All these curses. Alright, there we go. We did it. Look at that shit. Look at us go, man. Not bad. I'm still not used to this new Atlas, dude. This shit's... I like it a lot, though. I like these changes that they made in the new Atlas. It's really, really cool. So much more streamlined now. Feels so much better. Alright. Alright, we could probably jump into tier 4. Hatred gives Fizz is cold. How do they compare in terms of total damage? Okay, so let me show you something real quick. So Pride is they take at least 15% more physical damage. So whenever you have monsters take increased or more damage, it's a separate multiplier outside of the damages you're already doing to them. Like your increased and more is a separate multiplier from that. This is gaining 30% of physical damage as extra cold. So you're getting 30% of the physical damage you're already dealing is dealt as cold damage extra on top of it. So it's like getting a 30% increased boost to your flat physical damage. So depending on what build you're running, it really what type of build are you running? I got to ask you that first. Because it's going to be kind of hard for me to explain it in the context unless I know what build you're actually using. I can kind of help explain it to you better if I know. Blade Blast of Unloading. Okay. I don't have Blade Blast. Oh, wait, did I just get Blade Blast of Unloading? I might have actually. Yes, I did. Okay. So you have 73 on a level 3 gem. You have 73 to 109 flat physical damage. Okay. Out of these two, Pride is going to be way more damage than just putting on Hatred. But the thing is you're going to have to, this is if they stay in the aura though. See, Pride has the tooltip says it's 15% more physical damage, raising up to 30 as they stay in the aura for 4 seconds. Because this is 30% more physical damage that they're taking. So they take in more damage is a separate multiplier on top of just this. This is not a multiplier. This is just 30%. This is just raising that flat physical damage off of that skill. It's just giving 30% more physical damage on their as cold damage. Does that make sense? I know it gets very convoluted, dude, but just to give you an example, watch. We do the math on it. Exactly. Well, it's additive to your flat damage though. Right? So it's not saying like that Blade Blast is now doing 30% more damage. It's just adding to that flat physical damage number, and it's adding on 30% of that as cold damage. So it's being added to the base number that your multipliers are multiplying off of. This is a separate multiplier. Like if you go into POB and you put in the numbers and you put in Pride and then you put in Hatred and you switch them back and forth, you're going to see that Pride's going to do more damage. But that's if they're close to you though. I don't know how Blade Blast plays. Is that I've never played it before. Is that a ranged type build, or are you typically closer to the packs when you're killing them? I've never played with the skill before, so I don't really know how it works. Okay, it looks like it's a close skill. So you should be good using Pride. Yeah, well, yeah, you're not going to have it right out the gate, but definitely Pride is going to be better if you're closer to the enemies, and Hatred would be better if you're further away from them, because it's conditional. It's a conditional multiplier. They have to be standing within that aura for it to affect them, if that makes sense. Just imagine it like this, right? Like your damage, you have different like damage buckets, right? And so you never want to put all of your damage into one bucket. You want to spread them out because they all multiply off of each other. In the mobs taking damage increased or more is a separate multiplier from your increased and more. Does that make sense? Or from your more damage, your attack and cast speed, that kind of thing. So it's like a separate damage bucket. It's really, really powerful, dude. If you go in and if you just go into Path of Building and you put monsters take 15% increased damage, it's a lot of damage, dude. Or 15% more damage, sorry. I hope I explained that okay, dude. I know this game just gets so fucking confusing sometimes. All right, let's run. Let's see, what can we run? We're level 69. We can go into tier 4 probably. I want to go over to. I can't believe they took out Defiled Cathedral, dude. That's so crazy. That was like one of my favorite maps to run. Does anybody know where the Apothecary card is now? What map it's in now? We just run Reef, I guess. This will be alright until we get... Oh, never mind. We could have gone to tier 6. Whoops. Really? Well, that might be because the conditions aren't set on the configuration tab. Yeah, there you go. So, so go to the configuration tab, Sonic, and there's going to be something in there that's going to say, like, are they within your aura or how close they are to. There's going to be something in there to indicate how close the mobs are to you, because you probably don't have that clicked if that's the case, because that shouldn't be. It should, pride should be way more damage than hatred. And yeah, inquiries is right over there. Silly is right. As far as like cold penetration. The damage calculation can get very convoluted, dude, but depending on what build you're playing. I always just like to try to keep it really simple. Flat damage, crit, crit multi. Maybe some cast speed. Damage conversion can get very confusing very quickly. Yeah, that's why penetration is so good, because that's increasing that's increasing the amount of damage that the mob takes from you. So that in itself is its own bucket as well. Just like they take more damage, same thing, same kind of thing. Let's see if we can jump in a 5-way real quick. Let me hop on Discord. All right, cool. Yep, 5-ways are cheap right now too. Let me get a do I have that helmet or no? I don't have it. The one that gives chaos res. Oh, damn, I could just grab this one instead. Nice. That was really weird to try to say I didn't have the Chaos Orbs. It was in red. Very weird. All right, let's see what's up real quick. All right, here we go. Damn, dude, what's going on here? Oh, here we go. Sick. All right, we're max res, right? Yep, we're capped. Is this guy trying to scam everybody? What's going on here? Oh, no, it's probably his aura bot. All right, cool. All right, guys, now we can just post up. Arcanist brand? Yeah, by default, you have 3 brands. Yeah, I play Arcanist brand is on my my Ice Spear miner. It applies Frostbite, Cold Snap, and Frostbomb. So I think they took the Flask tab off of poe.re for some reason. Just so you, I don't know if you guys are experiencing that too, but nobody can find the Flask section of the Regex website. Maybe they saw my video and removed it to spite me. All right, here we go, guys. We're this close to running Heist. I can feel it. We just need to do a couple of 5-ways, bro, and we'll be in there like swimwear. My girlfriend is halfway through the trial of the second month. She's never done this before, dude. She's never played an ARPG before. I cannot believe she even made it that far. She's halfway through the first floor. She's just trying to get her ascendancy, her first ascendancy. That mechanic is so hard, dude, for somebody who's never played before. It's crazy. Oh, she did it. Nice. I can't believe she did it, man. That's fucking wild. She did it on her first try. It's fucking nuts. All right, hold up. Let me find the... I gotta find the node for her to use. That's crazy, dude. Good for her. Yeah, dude, that's pretty wild. She's good at video games though. She's just never played an ARPG before. Yeah, she plays people. Well, she's gonna go to Exile Con with me. So she doesn't want to go to Exile Con and not understand what the fuck anybody's talking about, which is understandable. I wouldn't want to do that either. So she was watching my my Trial of the Sekimas video and trying to understand the mechanic. It's very surprising she made it all the way through her first try. Oh shit, oh shit, no, 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 what the fuck? Damn, I gotta get this mouse, I gotta get this plug longer. I don't know how I want to do this. Keeps pulling the mouse. I told her to play the Spirit Walker, just because it's so goddamn overpowered, this league. Just make it easier for her, you know? She was playing Twisters all the way up until now. Damn. That shit. Damn, do I not have my Uber filter on? What the fuck? That's crazy. Yep, of course they are, dude. Alright, Sonic, how we going, man? Wait, what the fuck? He says, sorry, I have to go? Okay, give me my money back, son. Don't scam me, dude, or I'll fucking Karen out on you on Discord and fucking report you to TFT. Oh, okay, good man, good man. Give me my money back. least he didn't rip us off. Okay, we gotta find another 5-way to jump in. We got, let's see. We got to level 77. It's not bad. All right. Well, we'll probably only have to run one more 5-way now. Let's see. And there's going to be an influx of people looking for 5-ways now. Let's see. Dude, this is, if you can stand doing 5-ways all day like this, you can make so much money doing this shit, dude. It's crazy. You just have to get yourself an aura bot. Sometimes it takes a couple of oh, here we go. We got it. We got it. They always say last spot, and it's never the last spot. Dude, does anybody know what this hideout is? Is this like this is like an anime character, right? No idea what this is. I'm not an anime person. Yeah, dude, I mean, you could get decent timeless gems, but that's like straight RNG. This is not RNG. You're just making money from carrying people all day. I was going to try to do a gold carrier, but I could never find an aura bot. Nobody wants to aura bot for me. Oh, it's basically an Uber 5-way now? What the fuck? Is that true? Grinding your games buffed Legion, so now it's harder, or what? What's the best 5-way runner, in your opinion? Harold? Is that true? Or are you trying to? Are you joshing me right now? Herald of what? Thunder? Okay. I've just never seen anybody do that before. Do a Herald of Thunder. Oh, because it's expensive, but it's damn good. I think isn't this setup like super expensive too, or no? I know you have to have a headhunter. Depending on the league, I mean, it might be expensive, might not be, but. I remember the first time I ever discovered the headhunter, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this? I had no idea what it was. All right, 79. We need to get to 90, 93. We need to get to 90. We have to do 2, but we'll see. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Sorry. Why did that run? What the fuck? Okay. The KB runner needs a Nimbus. Does it really? I don't think it does. I think it might be better with the Nimbus, but I thought it didn't require one. I don't know. I could be wrong. I was looking up a budget 5-way runner when I was attempting to actually start it and League started with my Aurabot friend, but then my Aurabot friend didn't come through. He ended up taking some time off. So I ended up League starting as a Ranger, which I absolutely hate doing. And it didn't really work out. But I was trying to do like a budget 5-way runner. But I didn't know that this requires a Nimbus. I mean, you could afford one very easily if you're just doing 5-ways like right out the gate. You'd only need to do 5-ways for like, I don't know, maybe a day, and you probably have all the gear you need. Because you got to imagine, right? This is 15 divines for 20 minutes. Or no, wait, no, I'm sorry. Never mind. It's 9 divines because you got to subtract him and the Aurabot. So 9 divines per 20 minutes. Multiply that by 3. That's if you have full parties every hour. You know, it's right around probably 27 divine an hour. That's if you're filling up. Oh, damn, what the fuck? Damn, that sucks. We died at the end, though. It's not a big deal. We only lost out on a little bit. I'd never seen that before. What the fuck was that? I've never seen that happen in a 5-way before. Alright, let's grab some more max life. This will probably help. Yeah, he does have a Nimbus, though, right? Because they are returning. But doesn't Nimbus have the, hold on. Yeah, projectiles are fired in random directions. I think you do, right? I think that's the whole point of it. So the only way to do that is with Nimbus? People keep this build set up kind of like like the five-way community doesn't like to share a lot of this information. It's actually kind of hard to find. I mean, you could look up like character names, search people, but a lot of people hide their profile on PoE Ninja. They don't want people copying the build and like saturating the five-way market. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out, but I don't think they want just anybody doing it. Damn, what happened? Oh, those dudes showed up again and smoked everybody? He smoked his aura bot? Damn, this guy dipped out too. Oh well, dude, I already paid, so I have to wait for somebody else. Oh, never mind, he's back. All right, I'm not going to bore the fuck out of you guys with this, because I'm just going to sit in this five-way for like the next couple of rounds and probably do another one. No, I believe you, dude. I didn't say I didn't believe you. I just never heard that before. I'm going to hop off though, because I'm just going to be sitting in five ways. I'm not going to bore the fuck out of you guys. Plus I got to get up pretty early in the morning anyway. I'm going to get off. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Same time. And yeah, we'll start heisting. All right, fellas. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Peace.